anybody who would ever have physically abusive relationships. And very confusing scene where the teenage Dre character gets in an argument with his mum and he's missed the job interview because he's been absorbed in music. It's a brilliant scene in the sense of it gives you this idea of him being so. It gives you this idea of him being so caught up in the world of sound and understanding that it's a Roy Ayers record he's playing. It's very simply done, very beautifully shot, and you get this real sense of how he hears music in a more detailed way than you or I do. And he understands it and he gets inside it, and that's surely key to understanding how he has become this figure in music history. And then he has a row with his mum because he's missed a job interview because he's been sitting listening to the music, and his mum slaps him across the face. And he then sort of, there's a steeliness comes into the eyes and a coldness in his face, and he storms out and goes off and forms NWA. Are you supposed to take from this the idea that if Dre in real life did do all these things that people say he's done to women, it's only because his mum used to hit him? I mean, I'm really confused about what that scene's for, if that's not what it's supposed to say. And that just strikes me as reprehensible and unforgivable. And coming from a band whose entire ethos was all about telling the truth no matter where it took them or left them, it doesn't make any sense. And I don't believe it. And I think it spoils the film because you're not able to really feel that what you're watching is as real as it says it is, and in a story about a band who are all about keeping it real, then it makes a mockery of the entire thing.
The film allegedly influenced the producer to abort the making of the Detox album in favor of an LP inspired by the film. Dre announced that he would be releasing a brand new album entitled Compton on August 7, 2015. The album features a number of collaborators from various points in his career, including Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, Exhibit, and The Game, among others. It debuted at number 2 on the U.S. Billboard 200, selling 295,000 units in its first week. When Compton was released, it received widespread acclaim from music critics.
The Compton album it's just excellent. I listened to it, I'm like, whoa. And then I realized that what he was doing, what Dr. Dre was doing was actually going through chapters of his life in Compton.
While The Chronic in 2001 were able to cultivate and define both the landscape and counterculture that surrounded them, it's unclear whether his most recent Compton will be able to have the same impact.
It sounds very modern and it's very chopped up. It's only when you listen to it more than once that you start to realize what Dre himself does on the record and what the other featured rappers do on the record. It's only after repeated listeners that you realize. When you first hear it, it's just this barrage of whoa.
It was very well received by critics. It sold something like 250,000 units in the first week. It wasn't the kind of success that he had with some of his earlier work, but at the same time, it was very widely received. Dr. Dre said with the album Compton, he actually had 20 tracks
I'm live.
that he did not include because he didn't think they were good enough to make the
I'm
cut.
live.
He's a notorious perfectionist, and everything he does has to be just right.
That's what I am. I'm a record producer. I'm just a creative and innovative person that just love letting my creative juices flow in any way. So that's my life, you know. Most of the time I have to get talked in my life, you know. Most of the time I have to get talked into performing on record or you know, performing in the videos and what have you, because I don't think that's my thing, and I don't think that's where my true talent lies.
As a producer, Dr. Dre is a visionary force of nature. And like a medic in a crisis situation, the young blood of hip-hop running through the industry still looks at Dr. Dre for guidance. Whenever hip-hop finds itself in an unstable commercial condition and in need of a stylistic maneuver, Dr. Dre performs under pressure and delivers every time. For no matter how long he moves in the background, his nation of listeners hope that the deep power of Dr. Dre will surprise once again with another beat.
Hip-hop is never in danger of becoming too commercial, especially when you have artists and producers like myself out there, because I'm gonna always keep it raw and keep it street and keep it dirty, straight up, no matter what.
PUBG Express 143. He is the most creative hip-hop artist.
You got the #1 rapper in the world!
The biggest reality TV star of all time.
Love them or hate them, you cannot deny that the Kardashians as an entity have been a very powerful force within the pop culture in the last decade.
Kanye West and Kim Kardashian are one of the most powerful couples in Hollywood.
I think Kim and Kanye are made for each other.
Kanye West hit the big time back in 2004 with his debut release, The College Dropout, and has since become one of the most awarded artists of all time, with 21 Grammy Awards to his name.
I changed my name this week from Kanye to The Face, which stands for the face of the Grammys.
My thing is, when you get that shot, you need to make an impact.
Of Hollywood fame, with her hit TV reality show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kanye was becoming the most controversial and unpredictable music artist of modern times.
You know who I do love is Kanye West, though. I really do love his music. I'd like to make a record with him someday.
Everybody came to see.
Who I do love is Kanye West, though. I really do love his music. I'd like to make a record with him someday.
Everybody came to see. Everybody came to see Kanye. Everybody's here to see you. Look at me. How do you think tonight was? Just look at me. Hold on. Watch. Zoom back.
The couple married in 2014, and Kim gave birth to baby Northwest in June 2013.
Northwest. Could anyone have come up with a more crazy name? But it kind of works now. We've got used to it.
With a new baby boy expected at the end of 2015, Kim and Kanye's romance is sure to keep making the headlines.
You know, Kim and Kanye, I believe, are going to stay together for a very long time.
I don't know what this is. Clash what?
We're trying to put music production courses in high schools. So instead of going to high school and they tell you to turn down that Snoop Dogg CD, what if you had a class where they told you to turn it up? Like I went to school for music, art, and basketball. I just sat through the other courses. You know, I got my grades, but it was those things that made it fun that inspired me to get up in the morning. If it's nothing, if they're taking out all the extracurricular activities, taking all the instruments out of school, cutting everything out, what do kids have to be inspired by?
Materialistic but religious, remarkably rude but also sensitive. Rather than sublimate those conflicts, his music shows them off by mixing the gangster ethos with his own unique persona and making hip-hop that was at once deeply introspective, utterly distinct, and lots of fun. West became the most important new rap star of the 2000s, a character who made the mainstream come to him rather than the other way around.
Now don't be trying to come around my girl acting like Mr. Friendly and steal the spotlight like Mr. Bentley. I spotted her like Bud McKenzie, and for them fake boobies I paid them Benjis. Get your own. I got Perry, she got Nicky. He tried to get him a clone. He said, yeah, you know you get extra hoes. Everything you do is extra cold. From the polo fleece to the Jesus piece. I got family at high places like Jesus needs. Can I please say my piece? If y'all fresh to death, then I'm deceased. And this one here is a heat.
Hey, real quick, I want you to get inside as much as you want to.
It was great. It was great. Look at me. How do you think tonight was? Just look at me. Hold on. What? Zoom back.
No complaints. You got a couple wrinkles. You missed a couple wrinkles, I'm not gonna lie. You got the stars together.
Yes. Man, only thing bad about performing was that while I was performing, I couldn't actually see it. Performing was that while I was performing, I couldn't actually see it. Well, I just need a DVD. Yeah, I need a DVD and I'll be able to see it.
What does this event mean to you? This is your label, this is about...
As good as a party, man. We finna have a good time. I just gotta get this press out the way, then I'm gonna have a party.
You got 48 girls waiting for you. How are you? Can you handle this?
Let's take a little drink.
Well, do you have anything coming up?
Well, you know, if I actually won, you know, album of the year, I would hit him with this right here.
There it is.
And I've been, I like to thank Tony Williams for Mom, Pop, Eric Olsen, Cheryl, Suzanne, Lenz, Chris Milk, Common, Ken Ehrlich, Hot Dog Randy. And if I had won, Shara, and if I had won, this is what I would have held up right here.
Tony Danza? I think you said Tony Danza.
No, that was incorrect.
Was that?
Since Kim and Kanye got together, big power couple. The paparazzi can't get enough of the celebrity duo, and Kanye has some strict rules when it comes to his wife and the paparazzi.
And now Kanye also has a strict rule for Kim. He doesn't want her smiling in any paparazzi photos. If you look at Kim Kardashian when she gets papped pre-Kanye, she's very friendly because he didn't want her to look too overeager to get her picture taken by Paps, who he famously dislikes.
Stop taking pictures.
Hey Kanye, when are you popping the question to Kim?
Additionally, Kanye's rule is he doesn't want you to wear bright colors around him. He prefers if you're wearing white, black, gray, or cream. So Kim also follows those rules that you will not see Kim in any bright, God forbid, neon colors, and certainly not when she's in the company of her husband. I mean, if you think about the interest that Kanye takes in Kim's outfits and wardrobe and shoes, I mean, it's sad. Dating, Kanye went to her home and went through her closet and actually threw out more than half of the items in Kim's closet, telling her she was no longer allowed to wear any of those outfits.
It seems Kim did get approval from Kanye to release a book in 2015 containing only selfies of herself, titled Selfish.
Kim on your left side. Kim on your left side, left side.
It made sense for Kim, the undisputed queen of the selfie, to publish an autobiography made up entirely of photographs she has taken of herself and of her friends. With 41.4 million followers, Kim Kardashian is the second most popular celebrity on Instagram, after only Beyonce. But fans that have been happy to see her selfies for free haven't been so quick to pay out $10 for the privilege to flip through her self-portraits in book form. Reportedly, the book has only sold just over 30,000 copies since its release in May 2016. Not quite the sales figures that Kim is hoping for.
They are absolutely, completely united when it comes to their egos, when it comes to their vanity, and when it comes to their belief about themselves. You know, she is the most beautiful woman that's ever walked on the earth. I mean, you would think so, given how many pictures she takes of herself. And, you know, Kanye West believes that, too, about her and about himself. Kanye believes he's the most talented artist who's ever walked the earth. Kim believes that about Kanye, and he believes it about himself. They share a very similar sense of inflated importance and ego, and it really bonds them.
Love them or hate them, there is no doubting that Kim and Kanye are one of the most fascinating celebrity couples of modern times. And to truly understand their incredible rise to the top, you have to go back to the beginning.
Double kill.
Kanye Omari West was born on June 8, 1977 in Atlanta, Georgia. His parents divorced when he was 3, and he and his mother moved to Chicago, Illinois. Kanye West's mother, Dr. Donda West, was a professor of English at Clark Atlanta University and the chair of the English department at Chicago State University, before retiring to serve as Kanye's manager. At the age of 10, West moved with his mother to Nanjing, China, where she was teaching at Nanjing University as part of an exchange program. According to his mother, West was the only foreigner in his class, but settled in well and quickly picked up the language. West demonstrated an affinity for the arts at an early age. He began writing poetry when he was 5 years of age. Growing up in the city, he was deeply involved in its hip-hop scene. He started rapping in the 3rd grade and began making musical compositions in the 7th grade. At age 13, West wrote a rap song called Green $25 an hour for time in the recording studio.
Photojournalist, so I think he had very much a connection to expression from his dad's side. His mum to buy him this up-to-date, cool synthesizer so that which she obviously did. She obviously saw in him some sort of potential.
While Kanye was having a respectable middle-class upbringing in the Midwest, Kim was beginning life on the sunny West Coast on America. Kimberly Noel Kardashian was born on October 21, 1980 in Los Angeles, California. After her parents divorced in 1991, her mother remarried again that year, known as Caitlyn Jenner. As a teenager, Kim attended Marymount High School, a Roman Catholic school in Los Angeles.
I met Kim Kardashian when she was launching her perfume. And I've got to say, my first impression is tiny. She's so small. She's so much more petite in real life than you think she's going to be. I was expecting curves galore, but really you just see her as a really small, cute kind of person. But she's really kind, she's really sweet, she's really considered, she's very thought out. When she says something, she's never going to say something that's off the cuff. I think she's been very well media trained, but just a really nice kind of girl. Offered me a glass of water, and what more can you want, really?
In 2000, a 19-year-old Kim eloped with music producer Damon Thomas. Thomas filed for divorce in 2003.
Oh, I can't feel
Kim
my
later
fingers.
credited their separation to physical and emotional abuse on his part.
When they got divorced and the divorce papers came through in 2003, it emerged that the relationship had been a violent one, both emotionally and physically. Kim was beaten up, she was punched in the face, thrown across the room, thrown into walls. But also the psychological element was deeply disturbing. It emerged